Hello everyone, this is MF217 with...
Linker 101.
And today we're bringing you yet another episode of Pokemon LeafGreen, and needless to say, there was quite a bit that was abridged, all because I was finally able to get progress to Vermilion City and all that,
Oh yeah. Let's just say he did some batshit insane ideas.
among other things that thankfully proved to be actually effective, in terms of what I needed them for and all that.
So what have you been up to since I last was here, Marty?
Well, quite a bit. Honestly, I haven't really done SSN yet, as you can obviously see, but now I'm finally able to get to that now that we're doing the next episode, so...
Like, as you can see here, he's grinding up his Pokemon a lot. And well, thanks to this game having the Versus Seeker, it makes it so you can evenly balance out your teammates to help face against the harder challenges later on.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of find it would be kind of hilarious if you could Versus Seeker the trainers on the SSN.
I probably doubt it. I think it doesn't work indoors.
I think that's true. It does work in caves though, right?
No.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Well, why? I thought it's powered by walking.
I don't know why it doesn't work in caves, it just doesn't.
Huh. That's weird. Didn't they fix that in Platinum and Diamond and Pearl, though?
No, it still doesn't work in caves there either.
I guess it is solar powered. Who knows? So what do you plan on doing in this episode, Marty?
Well, for one, getting through the SSN, obviously, then kicking Surge's ass. Kicking Surge's ass is one thing I need to do, so I can finally focus on progressing and further into the game, so I can get the more useful stuff that I'll need for this frickin' run,
Oh, yeah. So also, ladies and gentlemen, he and I just got done recording 2 more episodes of my playthrough on my channel, which hopefully Marty's been linking to in his descriptions.
I more or less just link the channel description, unless you're, making them into a playlist, then I'd be able to link it easier there, but,
I have made a playlist now of my episodes, later today I gotta upload the other 2 episodes, but, yeah, I have a playlist made. I'll link it to you after, after we're done recording, and you can put it in the description of this episode.
Fair enough.
Man, all these trainers have Staryu, and I can't really blame them. Staryu and Starmie are great Pokemon. I think also don't forget to check the trash cans, because I know for a fact that's the
There
only
are
hidden
a few
item
items in the trash cans in some of the particular rooms,
Well, the only place you can find trash cans in this is in the kitchen. Speaking of the SSN, can we all agree that episode with the anime on it was really weird?
Oh yeah.
First of all, how did Jesse and James get the money to buy a ticket for that place?
Giovanni. Well,
Oh, yeah,
I mean, technically, they and the other members of Team Rocket were supposed to be sneaking on board anyway, so...
Yeah, the SSN of that was hosted by Giovanni. Though, also ask, why would you trade away your Butterfree for Eradicate?
More infamously, why would Bulbapedia still listed as being Ash's Raticate, even though it's no longer Ash's Raticate? That's like calling Dawn's Weasel, Dawn's Weasel instead of, Ash's Weasel like it actually is.
Well, at first it wasn't, but then they traded that and thus became Ash's Weasel.
But still, by logic with what Bulbapedia claims is logic, it should be called Dawn's Weasel, considering otherwise they have no reason to call Ash's Raticate Ash's Raticate.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't get that. Ah, horsey. It annoys me that I have to wait all the way to the post-game to get one of my favorite water types from Gen 2.
Oh, yeah.
I want my Kingdra, damn it! Because you respect the dang Kingdra, right, Marty?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, remember that one episode of the Johto anime where straight up Totodile freaking inflated that Kingdra with water and it blasted away?
I can't recall, unfortunately, just,
It's during, like, the Johto League Championships, I believe. Ash was going against them, and one of the contestants he had to face did have a Kingdra. Speaking of which, I love the anime version of Morty, by the way. You remember those episodes of Morty, right?
Not really.
He was basically, in the anime, is a sacred protector of the burnt tower, actually. And they even actually go down there and find a Muriel talking about Ho-Ho. Speaking of that, I feel kind of bad for Ho-Ho. Like, it's so overshadowed by Lugia, and I can't really deny that since Lugia's got way more attention than Ho-Ho did, because all really Ho-Ho did get was that one film, and that's really it. Like, I love Ho-Ho, but for God's sake, let me learn more about it. Okay, so this guy right here. Beat him, you get a lot of cash, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I came across a rich trainer in these games, I knew I had to win.
What? He's screwed.
Oh!
He's screwed.
What have I missed since I was last here?
Madness.
Don't you mean Sparta?
Well, no, like, just plain madness, like...
No, this is Sparta. I'll see myself out now. But seriously, how much grinding did you do off screen?
Quite a bit.
Also, he's gonna help me out when I eventually need some help with trade evolutions and stuff.
Thank you very much, madam. I very much needed that.
I love that there's literally just a place you can go to heal yourself on the ship.
Considering in the original games there wasn't really anything like that, although the fact the bag is still limited on inventory space, we'll still kind of need you see to leave the ship briefly to put things in a PC.
Yeah, that's true. If you're overstocked, that is. So Marty, you're not gonna be getting a Nidoking for your playthrough?
Don't have any moonstones for it now, like...
I thought you got one, though, for Mount Moon.
I did. 2 of them. I use them on Clefairy and Jigglypuff.
Oh, so you can get them for your Pokedex?
Oh, yeah. Like, anybody
Really?
who knows anything about the post-game and Fire and Leaf Green will know exactly why I did that.
No, I don't know why you did that. Tell me
In
why.
order to get the National Dex, you need to have caught 60 Pokemon in individual species. Wait. They actually did change a few dialogue, it seems.
Oh, because he says waitress instead of waiter?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that makes sense, considering, you know, you're playing as a girl. Oh, talk to that guy. I want to do him. Bonjour! I am the waiter on this ship. I will be happy to serve you anything you please. Ah, the strong silent type. Oh my god, that's great.
More like the obsessive
love
type, considering what Green is better else known for, like...
Throwing into walls, dang it.
Like,
Okay, yeah, these guys
you
want to
understand
battle.
what I mean? Like, the strong obsessive type is more like it, considering what else is
I
Green
love
is known
Pokemon.
for.
Do you, says youngster Tyler? So yeah, he's got Nidoran male, and she's got Nidoran female. It's obvious. One thing I like about this game is that even if they have one Pokemon, they may be at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, maybe she might have more than just a Nidoran female.
Yeah, Pidgey.
Yep, Yep. She collected these Pokemon from all around the world, eh? Then why does she have only Canomon? Like, seriously, that doesn't make sense. Oh, hold on, did you get a Twisted Spoon for Alakazam?
Oh yeah, I got it by accident.
You lucky son of a gun.
I got it by accident because I was trying to catch an Abra for the Mr. Mime, right next to the place you get Flash at, and it just so happened to be holding a Twisted Spoon once I got it.
Lucky son of a gun. Oh, don't forget the Ooh, Brick Break!
Oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing with this.
Oh, yeah, one of my favorite moves to put on Raichu. Yep, goodbye, Slam.
By the way, before I forget, I should probably deal with the elephant in the room out of the way.
Yeah, get rid of Teleport. Or Psybeam. Whichever one you want.
I need Psybeam for the moment, at least until I get more PB ups and all that, so...
Don't get rid of Recover.
Then I'm gonna have to make it...
Get rid of Teleport.
No, because I actually want Teleport, like... There we go.
By the way, I remember during the Gengar's playthrough, when the TMs came up, they just made fun of it, like, oh, it's eating this disc or something.
Well, that's literally one interpretation I made of it in my one particular Nuzlocke comic I did at one point.
You mean the one where you had the freaking T-Rex or Megazord?
Oh yeah. Like, literally, the Pidgeot in there just was told to eat the HM for Fly and, turned him into the Pterodactyl Dinosaur, so...
Alright.
Isn't there supposed to be a Great Ball in here?
I think you already picked it up, but anyways, talk to the other chefs. Since you've already been talking to all of them. You missed one in the middle.
This one?
You missed one.
No, I got them all! I got them all!
You didn't.
Yes, I did!
You missed the middle guy. Yeah. There you go. That's all you had to do. The SNCN music may be iconic, but I prefer the remix of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little jig, matey. so on my channel, when we were doing my playthrough of Fire Red, we were talking about how bad Doug Walker is.
Oh yeah.
Like, his review of The Wall is one of the worst things he's ever done. And not to mention, he wasted the brilliant talent of Fena.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't for Doug's video, I probably would have never heard of Fena, but why Fena? Why would you waste your awesome talents on this loser?
That was a much-needed way to get attention towards his own work, than it was honestly ever worth the time. Like, NC introduced me to a much better YouTuber who I'm currently subscribed to ever since last year, like, and he has no idea how much he suckered himself out of a customer because of that. So,
oh yeah. Like, but even without that, his reviews on Jurassic World movies, terrible. However, Marty, after we're done with this video, I have something I need to show you. There's a guy also out there that's, I like to call a nostalgia critic wannabe, and I know what you're thinking. Is it Razorblade? Is it Bob Show? No, it's none of those two. Instead, it's a guy I doubt you've ever heard of. Tell me, ever heard of Decker Shadow?
No.
Well, you're gonna when I show you this video he did on it. The reason I know about him is because years ago when I was younger, I saw his review on the stuff. Oh, hold on, go back! I love this! Go back, you're gonna thank me for this. Hold on, let me read him. I've journeyed far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like that. Slurp just pulls that picture out. He's like, I remember it looked something like this! Anyway, back to Decker Shadow. He's a B-movie reviewer who I've seen a couple of his videos on. On the surface, he's not that bad. He reviewed the stuff and, well, gave it a bit of a negative review, even though it's supposed to be a bad movie. It's Roger Corman, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's also... I mean, after all, this is the same guy who made, Q. The Winged Serpent, which is actually a competent monster movie.
Mm-hmm.
We actually gotta watch that sometime this Halloween, Marty.
Mm-hmm. And also a few other things we need to get to watching, considering your New Year's resolution. Tell me, good sir, how is it watching my namesake anime?
To get back to Jetters, I know.
Yeah, I know. I haven't asked in months, but you can obviously tell I've been waiting to make a line like that, you know?
I know, and I promise I'll get back to it.
So let me elaborate on this for those who aren't in the know about this on my channel. Where did I get the MightyFan217 username from? It is from a character known as Mighty from an anime series called Bomberman Jetters. And when you see the character from that anime, you will know why I'm a big fan of him.
Alright, correct me, it's been a while since I've seen the anime, but Mighty's the son, right?
The older brother.
Oh yeah, who...
Also, why did you think he was his dad? Like...
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Like, Shirobon and Mighty are brothers. Shirobon's the younger one, and, Mighty obviously being the ace that is the older brother, so...
Yeah, also, don't spoil anything about it, because I'm
Yeah,
still
I know. Trust me. If I spoil anything, just ugh.
Hey, by the way, do you remember that, like, big muscle man that works for the main villains?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the glasses?
The bulging crotch at all times, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Turns out, there was a Japanese exclusive party game called World TV Fighter.
He's actually a regular in some of the other games that have been made and all that. So...
Well, the only one I know of is that, and it's kind of a Smash Bros. Clone, and then there's this weird-ass opening where I don't even know what's going on, and that guy is straight up in the opening. I don't know, it's insanity. But it's actually a decent game. Also, what game are you gonna find freaking that kid from Beyblade, Optimus Prime, Bomberman,
Snake,
Simon Belmont?
Snake. Before Snake got into the better crossover, by the way.
Snake from Metal Gear was in that game.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Seriously though, Optimus Prime in a Japanese Smash Bros. Game. What is this world coming to? So yeah, basically as I was saying, Decker Shadow. I've seen a few of his reviews. Like I saw his movie on a movie called, or it's supposed to be like the noise a snake makes or something. And it's basically like a horror B movie where this guy gets turned into a snake by this mad scientist or something. Like, I don't know. It was a weird movie. The effect work was pretty nice looking though.
Many kinds of rare Pokemon indeed, awesome. The Safari Zone, but trust me, I'm gonna have absolute hell of that.
Alright, be prepared, because at this point Blue's up next, so go heal, go heal, go heal, go heal! No,
oh! No, it won't be necessary, just watch. I've caught 41 kinds and counting, you dingus.
Wow, you are about to just trump him. Look how high you are.
Oh yeah. And it's really not like his levels of all that really much different from the Cerulean City fight.
So, however, Decker Shadow also reviewed those two those two Kamen Rider movies based off the original Kamen Rider show.
Mm-hmm.
Which, well, let's just say are kind of meh. Like, they try to cram all of the first season of Kamen Rider into one movie, and, well, yeah, it doesn't work out that well. Like, it's just like, here's the thing, I can't watch the original Kamen Rider, because it's a bit too outdated for me. Even though I'm a big Kamen Rider fan. I love Double. That's the first Kamen Rider season I ever watched, and I loved every second of it. I love the characters. I love the suit design. I love the attacks. The story near the end actually made me cry. You know you're doing your Sentai season, you're not your Sentai, sorry. Your Tokusatsu season right when you make me cry near the end.
Also, everyone, I'm gonna need all your undivided attention for what scum you're about to see.
Oh yeah, this bullshit Marty told me about.
Keep in mind, I did not press any buttons for that. It did that automatically.
Yep, and I have a feeling Marty's gonna probably put a meme or something in this video to go along with that.
I honestly don't know, but got HM1, even though at this point I don't really need it all that much, but
go check his desk. And also, don't forget the trash can.
No.
Fine. But anyways, Decker Shadow's review of it, like, here's the thing. He says he's the best internet reviewer with the best hair. Like, his hair may be wild looking. Like, I'm not, like, it's all over the place looking. Yeah, once you see the video I'm talking about, I'm alluding to here, Marty, you'll know what I mean. But let me just tell you, he comes off a nostalgia critic clone. Like, not only in his editing and his jokes, but... Oh. Is that the surf music?
Yeah, it is.
Well, anyway, now you have your way into getting into that gym.
Oh yeah.
All right, Lieutenant Surge time. Who I'm honestly shocked. Even in the anime, they made it just like how Lieutenant Surge in the actual game. He actually has a bit of American in him in the Japanese anime.
Oh yeah.
I am honestly impressed with that attention to detail, actually. Also, that battle with Ash versus Lieutenant Surge was actually a pretty good episode of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was one of the few times that Ash just wasn't simply given the badge. He had to freaking earn it, unlike the rest of the gym leaders, practically.
Oh yeah.
Freaking Brock and Misty just freaking giving him that badge, basically.
Even though, admittedly, Misty would had to have given it to him anyway, considering had Pikachu been willing to battle, the whole question over who was the better trainer wouldn't have been ambiguous. It would have been flat out fact Ash was the better trainer.
Not to mention, and also though, like honestly, people like to shit on that one moment against Brock in the anime. Like, keep in mind, again, anime does not work like the games. Like, I mean, I've played plenty of fanfiction where Pokemon are, like rock types, for example, are afraid to go in water. For obvious reasons. But then the later gym leaders, like freaking Erica. Like, I get that he helped save your gym, but what, you couldn't give us a rematch? Really?
Or an actual battle outright.
As for Sabrina, say what you will, but at least those episodes involving her and Ash were actually some of the best of the series Season 1 anime. I mean, come on, Marnie. Do not deny the creepiness of those episodes.
Oh, I'm not.
Just freaking them trying to trap them in this tiny toy town and bowl them over while the fatherhood psychic, like, comes in to save the day with them. Like, just... holy crap. Also, I've actually seen a decent amount of fanfictions involving both Sabrina and Mewtwo. Even though they really should have, like, no connection other than, ooh, lol, both psychics. I don't know, people are just weird. Ah, yes, this room. This room is infamous. Alright. Ah, you clicked it too fast! Let's be careful next time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, how are you playing this? With a controller or keyboard?
Keyboard.
Yeah, audience, I'm playing with a controller in my playthrough. Right, careful this time. Is it really the top left? Alright. I think it's the one below. Oh, never mind. You've made it.
Plenty of time to spare as well.
So I see you're also not, like, the only chance against him, in terms of ground type usage I see is, Sand Slash.
Which, trust me, it'll make a joke of him, trust me, if I ever really need to rely on it to, like...
You're just gonna one-shot it with your, Venusaur here, basically.
Venusaur needs XP because it's harder to get neutral coverage or super effective coverage of Venusaur in general, just... Like, the more Pokemon that are neutral to grass, the more easier it is for Venusaur to get someone to train against. So, like, you know? Which, being neutral to grass isn't exactly very common in all of Gen 1, so... or heck, even Gen 3 for that matter, like...
You might want to item that.
Trust me, no, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna item this.
I freaking told you! What the? How did you get all those berries?
I told you, Meowth!
Oh yeah, that's right. Huzzah, you've done it.
Oh yeah. Now my Pokemon are gonna be able to go through speedy things really quickly, so to speak.
Yeah, because the Thunder Badge boosts speed.
Yep. Well, it actually boosted defense in Gen 1 due to a glitch, and it and the Marsh Badge kind of boosts the opposite stat of what they normally boost in Gen 1, but
That was
Marsh
fixed,
Badge
yes.
boosts defense in Gen 3 as it should have been, yes.
Trust me when I say this, Marty. We're gonna have a bad time with Decker Shadow when I show you it after this video.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you off to now?
The obvious.
Have you gone and grabbed the items yet?
There were no items when I checked in here a few while ago, like...
All there is, you just gotta find them. Could have just cut that tree down better.
Who said I was going that way?
Oh, I see. You're on your way to Lavender Town.
Oh yeah. First of Lavender Town, I finally have access to the frickin' name raider while we're at it.
Oh, I think there's a berry there.
I already got it.
Okay. Rock Tunnel. Alright. Use Flash. Yeah, that's something I'm glad they fixed, because, like, in the original Ruby and Sapphire, there was only, like, 2 or 3 caves in the entire game that you needed to use Flash on.
Frick. I need to deposit a lot of things in the PC so I can have enough room to grab the treasure.
Oh,
I know this one I
there's
didn't
another
grab.
berry. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. I'll keep that in mind on my playthrough when I get to here. Yeah, as you can obviously tell, Marty's obviously going to beat me, beating the game first, but I'm fine with that.
Won't need any escape ropes on hand for now, cause...
You can put some ice seals in there. Like, you're not going to really run into ice type attacks just yet. Why do you have 42 of them? Oh my god. Answer me. Why do you have 42 ice seals?
Because I can.
Because I can! God damn it.
Alright, Flash, take 2. You know, didn't Flash in Gen 6 make it so that you don't encounter Pokemon that much?
You basically, yeah.
Is that only in caves, or can that also be used outside?
I don't know, like... I think it's only in caves, though, like...
With the amount of caves in in Kalos, that's fine. So yeah, Cubone. What do you have to say about Cubone?
Bubble Swipe.
Really? That's all you're planning on using it for in this game?
Well, actually, that depends on how fast I can get the Farfetch stuff set up for that.
You do know also that Marowak is also a fantastic Pokemon to have, right?
Yeah. Thing
Good,
is, I
because
already
I
got
plan on-
Sand Slash.
Yeah, I know, but you can't have... There's no rule saying you can't have multiple of the same type.
Yeah, I know.
I know there do exist runs of this game where they only use one type of mon. Like one Pokemon for each type. guy from DeviantArt?
Perhaps.
Because he probably is, since he cosplays as half a Charizard for some reason.
And yet he is a Slowpoke.
So, at the time of this right now, a new Paper Mario game was announced.
Mm-hmm.
Paper Mario and the Origami King. And well, after after a horrible fourth game and an alright fifth game, I'm keeping my expectations low about this. Like, the tone I saw during the trailer actually has a bit of a dark flair to it, kind of. And it reminds me of the old Paper Mario storytelling. So maybe the story could, but the question still is the battle system A, unique like the old games, and B, does it give you experience for battles? Because if it does not give you experience for battles, how have they not learned that this is what people want in Paper Mario?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that was, at least Color Splash attempted to fix this by having at least give you color points, which was, I guess...
they're going to have to be carrying quite a bit of weight, considering Alpha Dream is defunct.
Yeah. Now that everyone knows that Alpha Dream is now dead, they're expecting a decent story.
They're expecting an actual legit RPG because, since Alpha Dream is dead, that means the Mario and Luigi series, until further notice, are no longer the go-to Mario RPG series.
Yep. So, let's see. I've also been looking up the Nostalgia Critic recently, and well, he's been doing some pretty dumb stuff. For example, for all of May, he's doing this thing called, oh my god, Bat May. Really? Going with that dumb of a title?
Not even sure why he's reviewing a lot of Batman stuff anyway. There's really no... Well, aside from the obvious actual legit nostalgia factor for once, like, didn't he review most of the films that he would have otherwise already addressed at one point or another?
Yep.
Like, literally, unless he reviews Mask of the Phantasm and doesn't have anything but glowing praise for it, like, if he shits on Mask of the Phantasm, like, then he's officially sunk his own grave before the video even goes up. Like,
not to mention, though, he also did a bit of a hypocritical video called CGI versus hand-drawn animation, and lo and behold, it has SpongeBob on it, both from, I think, either the TV show or the first two movies, and the new movie that came out. Which I need to see, because I heard it's actually pretty good. And is a proper origin story for SpongeBob, actually.
Yep.
Here's the problem with this argument, though. The second movie exists, where it straight up mixes 2D animation
also,
and CGI
here's the
into
solid
one movie,
argument
and it pulls it
behind
off
the whole...
actually pretty well.
Also, here's the solid argument for the whole origin story of SpongeBob. We already have one.
And that would be...
The original episode of Season 1. The pilot.
Oh, yeah, but...
Where he both showcases who he was before he joins the Krusty Krab. Also his first meeting of Sandy, let's not forget that.
Oh, yeah. But there is some information that we still don't fully know about it, so there will be that the movie will attempt to tackle, which I'm okay with. Let's also not forget the Truth or Square special, by the way, Marty.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
that special was weird, but at least it managed to flesh out SpongeBob a bit more.
Considering it was basically a massive hype train that ultimately went nowhere as the ads were suggesting it to be. There's an
Yeah.
entire Burger King campaign for it, and it was ultimately nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, we did get an actually decent SpongeBob game out based off it.
Like, it was way too overhyped for its own good. Like,
Yeah, the special was fine, but they hyped it up a little too much. Oh, by the way, going back to Nostalgia Critic, guess what he reviewed before Frozen came out?
what?
The Frozen 2, sorry. He reviewed the original Frozen. And then, 3 weeks ago, he just reviewed Frozen 2.
Go flippin' figure of that.
Yeah, and as I'm scrolling through his channel right now, because I'm on my phone, most of what he's done isn't even this, like, old stuff. That goes against his title. Why is he reviewing all these modern-day stuff when he's called the Nostalgia Critic?
At this point, the title for his own show is meaningless at this point, which is absolutely ironic and just shows how much he's fallen, basically.
Also, I unfortunately have to say that his review of The Lion King, the one that came out before the remake of the movie came out, has now 1.3 million views.
Go flippin' figure of that.
So are you just gonna get to the end of this cave and then we'll end the episode?
Honestly, if I have enough time, I'm just gonna breeze over to Celadon City and pick up a few things, possibly kick Erica's ass on the way in, just... Because from what I can gather, I'm almost out of Rock Tunnel, like... And we still got like 20 minutes to go until the usual episode time is reached, like...
Oh, look at that. Quentin actually also did reviewed To Boldly Flee, or as Quentin likes to properly call it, To Boldly Suck.
More or less, I've seen that video.
Is it actually any good?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, I mean, especially considering that, well, the controversy surrounding him. Let's see what else. Also, Nostalgia Critic has reviewed all the Spider-Man movies.
Sam Raimi trilogy?
Yeah, that, and he also reviewed the one with the lizard.
The Amazing Spider-Man, basically.
Yes. That was actually a decent movie, and was definitely better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2. However, he has some controversial reviews, like, here's the thing. One of his reviews is on Mulan 2, a Disney sequel that actually a lot of people put on one of their best sequels list.
Yeah.
The Disney sequel era, as I like to call it. So where is he the one to call it a bad sequel, you know? When a lot of people actually like it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Who the heck disabled you? I wasn't looking at the screen, sorry.
Jigglypuff.
Go frickin' figure with that. Hey, by the way, what Disney sequels have you seen? I'm curious to know.
No.
I think Dig Trio can get Rock Slide, which can actually be a pretty useful move for it.
I'll
Otherwise,
come
it
back
doesn't
to
really have
this
a way to
guy
hit
when I have an
flying
actual
types.
mon that will need Rock Slide. Like,
Geodude?
nah, Geodude I think already learns it, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I mentioned this I think in another episode, but Razorblade is one of the worst reviewers I've ever seen, you know? And well, one of his reviews, unfortunately, is on Brother Bear 2.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've seen any of the Brother Bear movies, Marty?
I've seen both of them, but my memory of the second film is kind of a blur at the moment.
if we're gonna maybe we should actually try on our own commentating on that video, Marty.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're gonna do that, we need to rewatch the movie, so we can remember it clear, because it's been years since I've seen that movie myself, actually. And B, so that we don't get our facts wrong, we tackle it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I know, again, I know you say your memory's blurred, but do you, if there's one thing you remember, do you remember enjoying Brother Bear 2?
Kinda, yeah.
I thought it was a neat idea for a sequel. And the fact that they got all the original voice actors back and everything. Well, except one. I think it was the voice actor of the brother who died in the first movie.
Well, that just kind of goes without saying.
Yeah, it's such a shame, because he was actually a pretty young voice actor, and he did the brother pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Brother Bear was great. Like, it takes a little bit of liberties, but you remember how awesome the animation was, right?
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I actually looked at the behind the scenes, and they actually spent months and months out in the wilderness studying how the animals in the film actually acted in nature and stuff.
Although, admittedly, if they're going to set it in tribal setting, like prehistoric tribal settings and all that, might I ask why the only prehistoric animal that was shown was the mammoths?
It was more set in like the early days of the Indians, not really prehistoric.
Cause if anything, if you're going to have mammoths, why not go to full mile and include a few other prehistoric megafauna from North America, for that matter, like, you know?
I don't know, maybe it's because they didn't want to go too much similarity to Ice Age, maybe?
Well, Ice Age is about the animals, not the humans. Let's not forget that.
I know, and yet there's humans in the first movie.
And only the first movie, mind you.
Out of all the characters in the Ice Age movie, my favorite is Diego.
Mine is personally always going to be Manny.
Yeah, Manny is awesome, but Diego, I just really like him. I like his
I'm always
design.
going to have a bias towards Manny for some reason. I just don't know why.
One of my favorite lines involving him, by the way, is in the third movie, where they're getting eaten alive by that plant, and it's like, I'll be digested in about, like, a minute, maybe 5 minutes for the fat one. I'm not fat! I don't know, I just love how he says that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'll be back in a second. I just gotta
Okay.
take care of something.
Now that I think about it, I probably might not have as much time as I thought, like, to get from here to Sodon City to face Erica, but if I do, I'll continue until then, but, probably at least should have brought an Ether with me now that I think about it. Not that it's gonna be too much of a big deal though, just... I have mons to cover the other types that are gonna be present with the next few trainers, just... the other hand, I do have a good reason to not use an Ether right now. Got it! Okay. Perhaps I won't need it either ever, after all. This guy is gonna make a good trainer to level grind of Venusaur for. I will assure you that. Oh yeah, especially a good grinding spot for Venusaur now that I think about it. Now then. Please tell me there's some more useful... Yes! Trust me, I won't be needing more stock up on revives for quite some time, considering nobody, and I mean nobody, has fainted at this point in the game so far. Like, the name raider, right. If I'm not mistaken, it was in this house? Because there is a certain someone I need to rename, because it's a bit about a certain elephant in the room that needs to be addressed. Like, right. Now, you might be wondering what exactly that name is referring to, but, I figured, considering it's frickin' Pikachu and I have full plans on evolving it in the Raichu, it should be kinda dirt obvious what it's referring to, like Raichu's Japanese voice actress, basically. Now, admittedly, I'm probably gonna have to stop, like, partway on Celadon City and make the Celadon Gem the beginning of the next episode, but I'm still gonna breeze through all the rest of this area, but just because I can. A cute, round, fluffy Pokemon that is just going to be, crushed to death by telekinetic powers. Not sure how many trainers this will allow me to skip, but if I'm correct on this, it should allow me to make a beeline towards Celadon City and actually get to Erica just on time. Like, I'll challenge these much later. Don't be mistaken, I am not skimming them over willy-nilly. It's just... Because I've got like 7 minutes to beat the clock here, and I'm like trying to make sure I don't waste any time. Like every second counts. Like. First off, not be an idiot and just, no, I wanted my PC. Might be wondering why I'm grabbing the Everstone, and that reason is simple. To put on Charlie so his evolution sequence doesn't interrupt my run here, like... Only real ladies are allowed here, eh? Uh-huh. Is that because I'm using a freaking go-about against you, huh? Like, trust me, if I ever get to that point in a fic I'm writing for Canada region-based adaptation, like, I'm interpreting the characters rather weirdly, and if I ever get to the point where I get writing the bit of Celadon City anytime soon, let's just say I'm gonna have an absolute blast with how I intend to characterize some of the characters in this particular city in regards to the gym. Like, really, if I ever get to showing you guys my PC on Bill's end, like, let's just say you're in for chaos with what I have in there. Like, 5 Meowth, well, technically 6, but one of them is going to be used for Persian, so... And those other 5 Meowth are literally just for pickup alone, so... Sometimes when I grind these mons, as high level as they are, like, for me to grind them the way that I do, I typically have them as the only main party and battler in the party, with the Meowth in the party just there participating so they can use pickup to gather items for me. Mostly berries, sometimes a few other stuff as well. Like, I did not mean to do that. Good. Grass Psychic, everyone. Grass Psychic. Paimon's on her team. I will give her credit for this. Sure, why not? Like, if I need to relearn Bite, I'll just literally just go to second island, like 2 island, like I'll just go there. I have means of grinding mushrooms anyway, so long as I didn't get rid of Thief, I'm pretty much good to go for that. What about a flying type, huh? Now that I think about it, I technically could go on until Liam inevitably gets back, but ultimately it depends what else I can do. Like, there's this trainers I still need to rematch, just to not rematch, face the first time around, because as you notice with me coming here to Sodon City, I already kind of skipped over them, because just what it felt like it, I guess. Allows me to use strength in the field, like again, some of these choices are just off there, like... But yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm going next. A few things.
So, I'm back.
You missed quite a bit.
I can imagine.
First of all, I'm gonna grab the coin case.
Also, don't ask where I was. You don't want to know.
Gonna grab this.
I kind of find it ironic that you get it from a guy who's basically lost all his money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you talk to that one rocket down there?
Does he offer anything?
Get lost or I'll punch you!
I'm a girl, dude. Do you not know it's, like, improper to hit a lady?
This is a freaking anime world. They ain't afraid to punch a girl.
Well, then again, Silver wasn't exactly afraid to punch a girl, so...
What do you mean?
Do you not remember the opening bit with Harko until Silver Crystal, in which, Silver just punts you out of the way when you're noticing him snooping at Elm's lab?
I like shoving you out of the way.
He still punts you out of the way, considering you jump when it happens, like... Correct me if I'm wrong, but who has the evolutionary stones?
I think it's the next floor. Might be wrong. Oh, wait, no, wait. Look, okay, wait. There's the Super Famicoms.
No, that's the guy who teaches me counter, but,
Oh, check those TVs. They have different games on them.
I'm running out of time, because, the episode's almost ready to be over at this point, like
Alright.
I'm just grabbing a few...
There we go. Oh, you're grabbing it so you can finally evolve into Raichu?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna evolve it now or evolve it later?
Well, considering her rename and all, it would only be fitting.
Wait, you named her Takano now. What?
Japanese voice actor for Raichu.
Oh, nice.
Now then, now she won't be the runt at the end in terms of overall competent power and all that. So...
Yeah, but now that you got Raichu, you got yourself a pretty great electric type.
Oh yeah. Now then, there's just one more thing I need to grab, and it's all the way over here.
Oh, you gonna get the fast travel finally.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, forgot. Oh, wait. I think they double battle you.
I'm gonna have to... Actually, now that I think about it... Honestly, the only thing stopping me from just grabbing the amulet coin at this point is the fact I don't know which room on this particular gate it is, but also the fact now that I think about it, I might actually keep Air Cutter on this guy after all.
Hmm?
Might keep Air Cutter on this guy after all.
Key Bear Cutter. What does that even mean?
Air Cutter, the move. Like, the only other flying move this thing gets that's really all that good. Like... It's an AoE move, so I figured, why not?
Where is this guy's house? Like, just all the way out here. Or this girl's house, whoops.
She says it's a secret hideout, so...
And yet there's a gate right into it.
Speaking of which, didn't the chairman of the Pokemon Club say he had a fear that could fly him around?
Oh, yeah.
And apparently so does that girl. I had a feeling Charlie wouldn't be able to, so...
Yeah, get rid of Gus.
Actually, Gus allows me to hit Pokemon that have, like, contact-based abilities. without actually having contact in it. Like, Gust doesn't make contact like Fly or Wing Attack will. Like,
Oh, okay, Sand Attack, I guess. But you better get some different moves, you know?
well, for one, I need a stronger normal type move, but exactly which one I don't know just yet. But yeah, the assistant that has the Amulet coin is blocked off by the Snorlax, so that's gonna be a major bit of a roadblock for the moment. Especially since it's gonna be quite a bit of while till I get the Poke Flute. Joy. Anyways, just to reorganize some things real quick. Whoops. In case you're wondering what Charlie's holding, it's the Everstone, because I didn't want his evolution sequence to constantly be interrupting my attempt at Erica's gym, so that was just to make sure he didn't evolve randomly and all that, even though it was automatically gonna fail anyway.
Yeah, I know. I can understand.
It was to cut down on time, which, even though this episode's a bit overdrawn, I can accept that, I guess. So anything else to say before we end this?
Yeah, we are about to watch Liquor Shadow's terrible review on this movie, and we'll talk about it in the next episode, hopefully.
We'll see it then in that case. So this has been MightyFan217. Feel
And
free to
Liquor
comment,
101.
like, and all that at your own disclosure and all that, and we'll hopefully see you next time.
Peace.